That bad? I think I do. Hi you guys, how are you doing? I'm Darlene and welcome to Super at 60. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Yes, have you ever gotten up in the morning and thought about your coffee? You just can't wait to get down there and have that cup of coffee. Well, that is me just about every morning, and that was me this morning. But with that coffee, what kind of choices are you making? Huh? Is it a donut? Is it just a piece of toast slathered with strawberry jam? Is it a sugary bowl of cereal? Is it nothing at all? Or perhaps a muffin you pick up later down the road filled with all kinds of things, nothing of which you know about, very little. Well, this morning I got up, I had my coffee, I sat there and I thought, you know what? I need to treat myself better. I need to treat myself better. I need to make better choices. And the first choice of the day that I need to make, that is a really good one, that will hopefully set me off for the rest of the day, is breakfast. So this morning we are gonna make a morning muffin that has really good stuff in it. I would say really good stuff. It's got protein, it's got fruit, it's got oats. It's got good stuff in it, guys. It really does. And we're going to give these a try. And I'm hoping that they're going to be just what I'm looking for. All right. In my bowl, I have 3 cups of oats. You can use old-fashioned oats. You can use steel cut oats. I think that would be fine too. These are instant oats. They will be... they'll be just fine as well. Okay, and to this, I am going to add my sweetener. Now, there's several things in here that are gonna be a little on the sweet side, and that will be some of our additions in just a little bit. But for right now, my sweetener of choice is gonna be monk fruit. You ever heard of that? It's a great sweetener. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm gonna use about a quarter of a cup of monk fruit. Now this is a 1/3 cup measuring. I don't know what happened to my quarter cup. It's around here somewhere, but I'm going to use this. Okay. Y'all can use, if you don't have this or you don't wish to use this, you can use regular sugar. You can use turbinado sugar. You can use maple syrup, and you can use honey. One of those would be just fine. Okay. Just go ahead and mix that up. All right, I need a tablespoon of baking powder. Where'd my baking powder go? Here it is. So 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Just go ahead and put that in there. Okay, and I'm gonna need a half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'll start with a half a teaspoon. Let's see how that goes. We're gonna put some applesauce in here as well. If you're gonna use applesauce with cinnamon in it, then a half a teaspoon is just fine. But you know what? I personally happen to love cinnamon, so that's a half a teaspoon. I'm gonna put just a pinch more in. Cinnamon is also, I have always heard, very good for lowering your blood sugar. So I think that's pretty darn healthy, don't you? Yeah, so I think that we should invite that to the pool here. All right, let's go ahead and put in a cup of milk. Actually, you can use buttermilk if you have it, if you like it. I went ahead here and did the old trick, you know, with the milk where you add your either lemon juice, a cup of milk plus about maybe a teaspoon of vinegar or a teaspoon of lemon juice. Okay, I went ahead with the lemon juice this morning. So here's my faux sour milk. So anyway, it'll work just fine. And I'm gonna mix that up too as well. 2 beaten eggs. All right, I've got one here. I'm gonna just crack the other one. Room temperature, I always tell you that, and it's always best. Just bakes up better, bakes up better. All right, and go ahead and beat those up before you add them in here, because it's kind of hard to get them mixed up once you get them in the mixture here. All right, and that'll be just fine. If you have organic eggs, you know that's always better. But if you don't have it, like these are not organic this morning. They're just regular store-bought eggs, and it'll be just fine. That is a good amount of protein that's going in here. All right, here's my 1/2 cup of applesauce. Throw that in there. Like I said, that's gonna help sweeten as well. If you like things sweet, then so far we're on the right road here, okay? If not, you can take out that monk fruit or that whatever you added earlier on, like I did, like the maple syrup or whatever you chose, the honey, whatever, or even go half as much. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna use about 1/4 cup of raisins, I think. I don't want too many raisins. Raisins are high in sugar, and I'm not sure that that's gonna fit my needs. So I'm gonna go ahead and try about 1/4 cup of raisins. If I find that that's still a little too sweet or a little too high in sugary flavor, I'm gonna cut that out. All right, let me pull you right over here. I have an apple, just a small gala apple. Excuse me. And I'm gonna cut it up, skin and all. I like the skin on my apple because there's a lot of fiber in there, and I like to keep that. All right, and just dice it up real well. All right, skins and all. And I just chop them up really small. It's actually, I guess you would call it a dice. Just really small. So you have little tiny pieces in there that will fit in your muffin cups so nicely. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and dump them right in. All right, and while I'm at the cutting board here, let's go ahead, keep your apple core, because we're gonna put that in the back of the stove potpourri in just a second. And this is just a few little pecan halves that I have. I go back and forth between using pecans and using walnuts because I love both. This morning I just happened to grab the pecans. I think they'll go really nicely with the apples. But if you have walnuts and you want to add that, that's fine. If you have an aversion to nuts or if you have an allergy to nuts, leave them out. It's perfectly fine. You can see how this recipe is coming together. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. There's a couple things you have to have in here just to, be able to form a muffin. But as far as the add-ins go, it's kind of up to you, personal choice. All right, and I think the last thing I'm gonna add are just a few little cranberries. Now these are whole cranberries. Okay, they were frozen, and actually they're still pretty doggone hard, so they should be fine. All right, pull you back over here. There's a cranberry chasing away here. All right, and here we go. Let's just mix this all up and see what it looks like. Well, it smells fantastic. Really, really good. All right, did I miss anything? If you want to, depending upon what season it is, of course, when you make these, you can add blueberries. You can add raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, any kind of berries. Those are low carb berries and they will work absolutely beautiful in here. You can use a banana if you want. Just mash it up really good. Toss it in with some nuts would be perfect. You could use a little orange juice, some orange rinds, some pecan as well, and that would make a delicious, delicious muffin. All right, I think I have just about everything in here that I want to put in here for now. I'm gonna spray a 12-cup muffin cup. You can spray, you can use coconut oil if you'd like to, that would be fine as well. And I'm gonna fill it up. It should make about 12, and I have a 350 oven heating up, and we're gonna go ahead and put those in the oven for about 25 to 30, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, something like that. You wanna keep an eye on them. All right, my pan is all greased, and actually guys, the one thing that I forgot to put in there was my homemade vanilla. And boy, is this good stuff. I'm just gonna put a tiny little splash in there because, well, because of the flavor. It's just so good. So I'll mix that up in here really quickly. Can't wait to try one of these. All right, let's go ahead and scoop these in to our muffin cups. Remember, we should have enough here for just about 12. So try to keep that in mind when you're filling them. You might want to go on the underfill first, and then go back in here, dip around, and try and fill up the rest. All right, here's my muffin pan. Don't they look delicious? I think they look absolutely incredible. They are just about even Steven, all 12 of them, so they are ready to go into my oven, and they'll be in there for about 20 to 30 minutes. I'll let you know exactly when they come out how long they took, and we'll give them a taste. The best part. All right, here is my back of the stove potpourri that I tell you guys about all the time. I refreshed it this morning with a little bit more cinnamon, and I cut up another orange to go in there, and I can't even tell you how good that smells. It's just what they call a warming zone, and you can see the steam just coming off, but there's no boil, so I just keep refilling it with water. At the end of the day, or even the next morning, it's perfectly fine all day long. Don't leave it there. If you leave the house, make sure you turn it off. But here's our apple core that we had today. I'm just gonna add it to the pot there, and it will smell good all day long. All right, you all, 350 oven for 22 minutes, and we have ourselves some beautiful, healthy breakfast muffins. Look at these guys. They're brown and on the side. Look how that cranberry has just burst in there. You can see the apple. Oh my goodness. You can see the raisins popping out. They're just incredible. And my house smells so good. Look at that muffin. Yes, I think we just solved the breakfast food dilemma. Yeah, I do. And I've kind of been picking at one because I was just, I had to find out. I mean, I will be eating them, and I hope you are too. As always, the recipe will be listed below. Look at that. Oh, it's just beautiful. Look at that berry on top. All right, let me take just a tiny, tiny taste for you. I have a cranberry in here, a raisin, and a piece of apple. Oh my goodness, you know what? This is really delicious. It just tastes wholesome, which is a good thing. The 1/4 cup of sweetener that I put in here, and I just chose monk fruit, M-O-N-K. I don't sell it. I got nothing to do with it. I'm not sponsored. I just love it. I use it for everything. If you were going to use honey or any other kind of sweetener in here, maple syrup, that would be so good. And a 1/4 cup is just about right with the sweetness of the apple and the little sweetness of the raisins. It's just enough. I still would probably stick with a 1/4 cup of raisins unless you absolutely love raisins. Then go for it. Get a few more packed up in there. But these are beautiful. These are absolutely beautiful. And I would love to see you guys try these, and I want to hear all about it. Your new breakfast plan. Have it with your favorite cup of coffee, a glass of milk, a glass of fresh juice, and you are ready for a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here with me today in my kitchen. I'm always happy to have you here. And hey, don't miss next week. I'm telling you right now, it is a power-packed week. Monday and Thursday. Yes, 2 incredible days here, right here at Super at 60. And I will be looking for you, and I am looking so forward to those 2 days in particular. All right? All right, now remember, love God, love your neighbor, do good. Bye now, and Lord bless.